Hey y'all, how goes it? It's Levi of Member Solutions. I'm over here with Villain Support. Uh yeah, the hair's all like standing up today. Part of that is because I of course didn't get sleep. I did try though, for the record. 2 o'clock came around, full disclosure, and I was like, I need to try to get some sleep. And I had just finished editing the video. For those of you who are members, might have seen the video that is technically an ad that I put up. And the first time I put it up, hey everyone, Steven, Shane, Rebecca, Logan, Sandra, Levi, Slayer, how y'all doing? So, anyways, I get that put up, YouTube yells at me. I ran checks. I ran all the checks. Strawberry jam and toast actually sounds kind of good. I ran all the checks. No copyrights came back, but then they did. Because when I posted it, and it was like, hey, we can't show this video. You know, I was like, fuck. This is why I was laying out. So I went to go take care of it. Then the company was like, hey, that looks good, but we could use some changes to it and everything. I was like, I can't make all these changes that you want right now. And with the way things go on our stuff, kind of needs to kind of be like a skit or like a little funny or referencing a pulp cultural thing. So anyways, that's all good. Not a big deal. What we came up with was a compromise of a couple different things. One, they saw a video on my personal TikTok. They're like, I kind of want that video. And I was like, okay, I can put that one on there. But I don't have time to fix this other one besides audio. Fix the audio. It's up. You can go watch it. YouTube's not yelling at me about it. It's good. Hey, wait a minute. I just set that over there. Making breakfast today. And I'm just not 100% sure what I'm going to make. Now, my spouse fell asleep, so that technically buys me some time on what to decide to make. But I think I'm going to warm up some of these to start off with, so I have something to like give me energy. And then I will make everything else. Ooh. I'm also going to take one of these. Hello, Dark Wolf. By the way, if I will... You fucker. I just got all the hair off. No. I'm not going to be down here. I'm not going to... Max. You can't stay down here. I'm going to show off the stuff today, which is dice. Max. Oh my God, this cat. And then I was going to be like, hey, you can have... Well, I just cursed in this video, so now I don't think you can use it. You! Mother... Alright, first things first. Okay, where are you at? We go this way, and you're going to go around. Because they're shit in my way. Yeah! No. Back here. Nope. Nope. Yeah. Just get on the fucking shoulders. Get up there. Don't jump down until I'm ready for you to jump down. Right. Don't lay down on me. Don't get your fucking head off my head. Your ass is in the wrong spot. Ow! You fucking dumbass! You can get off of me now. You could have gotten off of me a couple minutes ago. It's like a 20-pound cat, by the way. All right, we gotta set this down so I can set this other thing down, which is this. Oh my God. Don't, no. No. You a bitch. I'm gonna put you down now. Bitch. Tomato with mold on it. Instead of there, I'll have to wash all this. The mold doesn't spread to the other tomatoes. They released a collection of Game Boy and GBA. Oh, that's cool. By the way, if my mug's broken, who would have to pay for replacement? It'd be the mug company. Did they arrive broken? Wait a minute. Sid told me to look at Discord. Oh, I'll take a look at everyone laughing at me about the cat incident in a second. But you should be able to reach out to Fourth Wall where you guys, the website should have a place. Damn it, Tobias. My son will randomly use my tablet now. Of course, because he used my tablet, it drained my tablet's battery. And now I don't have a way to view Discord. Oh, it's just downstairs. Can you watch? Hey, can you do a version where there's a? No. Well, what? No. I'm starting the show. Big fluffy kitty. Hey Levi, how goes it? Super. Okay, just tired from chasing the cat. Feel bad for a very good friend of mine. Dad hardly sees her. I'm shopping again today. Found a greenhouse with 50% off food stamps already. Oh, Lois is dying of laughter now. I see you found a thimble. Trimble. Yeah, I did. Actually have one. This reminds me of a picture a friend shared. The cat sleeping on their husband's face, like they fought in the box. Okay, you should be able to reach out to customer service about that because it's a print-on-demand company. If they don't get you taken care of, Stephen, let us know, and we'll get you taken care of. But that's as nice as the cat-ass head and new hair on Levi. That kitty looks heavy. The kitty is heavy. The kitty's very heavy. And we'll put a replacement request via email then. Okay, it wasn't going to bother you if you end up paying for them. Shouldn't. It should be customer service on their end. It's not on our end. It's like I believe shipping has protection. There's 2 bugs in a box with no padding. Yeah, they had the same padding, but not much. Hi, Michael. Joshua. Was it just a sheet of paper? Cats are proof transformers exist. They clearly can shift mass from outside of reality and they become heavier. No, he's just a damn fat cat. All right, I got meds to take. So I'm going to take those. Get you all stabilized. I need fucking tea. And I have to wash these tomatoes because of the mold. I need something to snack on here in a bit. Cleaning. Should I microwave that in the plastic? No, I should not. Am I going to? Currently, yes. Because they're frozen solid, I needed to separate them. Now, I can put them in there. They are already pre-cooked. I'm not worried about them. I need a new trash bag over here. The way my son uses chopsticks, he just keeps them together and uses it like a spoon because he's lazy. He doesn't like it when I call him out, but like at a certain point, you got to call people out for the stupidity, regardless of who they are, so they stop doing the stupid thing. All right. Here's the problem. I have to wash this entire container now. Tomatoes probably got banged up in shipping, and one of them got banged up about as bad as your stuff, Stephen. And another one got banged up pretty bad. There's not a lot of things that I feel safe with doing soap and water on when it comes to food. But tomatoes and other vegetables that have really tough, durable skins where the soap isn't going to leach into it, don't have a huge concern as long as they get rinsed off very, very thoroughly. All right, container's clean. Set this to the side for a little bit. Here's the plan of action today. I'll read you guys' comments in a second. I've got a meal to cook here. There's no guarantee if the kids are going to eat it. In fact, they probably won't. But it needs to be cooked either way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look. My chicken's not thaw on it, and it's supposed to be the saucy chicken and pepper stir fry. But that chicken in there is frozen solid. So I'm not going to make it. There are a couple sausages in there, though, that if cut up, fried up, and cooked with something else, could make a nice hearty meal. And I've got tomatoes, but my son doesn't want to eat tomatoes as of late. And my oldest might eat them, but probably won't touch the sausage. So we got a bit of a dilemma. I got to cook food that people will eat. I got to do dishes. I got a mess that wasn't cleaned up yesterday, like I asked. So here's the dilemma. I have to use things up. I have to make food that people will eat, or enough of specific items that people will eat it. I'm thinking I make some pancakes, and then I fry myself up some stuff. And my cat's currently playing with the toy over there. Different cat. The one that isn't an asshole. Well, actually, she's an asshole too, but yeah, it's whatever. Something semi-easy is out of the park. Let's get a pen and paper. Sometimes, especially when I'm tired, it's easy to write this stuff down. Knowing my luck, one of these is going to fail, if not multiple of these. Like this one that is just broken down. All right. All right. I got one of the sausages. I'm going to have one of those. I grab this junk mail, flip over, and we're going to write down some stuff. Slayer, hey. David, hey, how goes it? All cats are assholes. They like it that way. Old English fry up with pancakes. Kind of. I had approval. We were a werewolf encounter animal. 22 kindred falling. I don't cook for the trash can. Like I said, one of those goals. Make some chopsticks. All right, so here's how it goes. You need to cook food that everyone will eat. Not going to be the pancakes. Ooh, more straw. I'm going to make pancakes for everyone. If that's all they eat, so be it. We'll go look for some fruit. And we're going to look for some canned fruit. I have some. Canned fruit. So, pancakes, canned fruit. That's more than enough breakfast for the people who want to eat that. I have some sausages in there. Let's go check to see where they are in the thaw level. If they're still frozen, I'll save them for tonight. Yeah. It's actually a good thing. They are still frozen solid. That buys me time. These tomatoes now have to sit out at like an angle with one of the drain ports. So they'll drain and dry. All right. I got peppers that were supposed to be used with that meal. And one other meal. But they're starting to go old because I haven't cooked these meals as quick as I was supposed to. So here's what's going to happen. No matter what, I got to cook the stir fry tonight. Doesn't matter what the kids say. Worst case scenario, it'll get eaten by other people. Kids need breakfast, lunch, and there's stuff that they can have for dinner, leftovers and other things that they can pick at and eat. So I don't always need to cook dinner for everyone in the house, so much as like cook a meal, and if whoever doesn't want to eat it, they can go make themselves something else to eat. I'm not the kind of guy that goes, hey, you don't like what's being eaten, you can go without. No. In my house, you're going to still eat. It's just, you might be limited on what you're allowed to eat. I'm like, hey, you don't want my food? Make a PB&J. Simple as that. Now, the rest of these sausages I'm going to set to the side. Let other people have them. I've got some more downstairs that I can grab. But we still need to do some cleaning so I can do some cooking, because the cleaning wasn't done like I needed it to be. Morning, Troy. How goes it? Gotta go run some errands. I have a sealed jars that I'm homegrown. Bro, oh yeah, the fruit. I need to check to see if I have some up here. If I gotta go downstairs and go grab it. We got some canned peaches. Got canned peaches. Like, I got kids that don't like peaches. All right, give me a second. Steven, feed them baked beans on toast. Gotta be careful that Max doesn't try to get down here again. You know he's gonna watch me. I saw him. He watched me walk down here. I guarantee he's gonna be there waiting for me now. There's some sliced pears. Some mandarin oranges. I don't have time to flip the camera around and have you guys watch them. I don't think I gave him enough time. He's just staring at the window. He's content. He knew he messed up. He just wanted to cause me grief. Pears. And an orange. Okay. Dishes need to be done. That much is true. There's pancakes. And I've got paper plates. And hell, I got regular plates too. So realistically, the only thing I need is people to eat. Silverware. And yes, I realize it's mostly just loading the dishwasher. I don't feel like doing that because it wasn't supposed to be my job today. But it's supposed to be my job yesterday either. As a child who was supposed to have done it opted, and it was too late. He was too tired. He wanted to go to bed. Little bastard stayed awake for another like 3 hours. I'm going to do the bare minimum. Fork. That's a fork, spoon. No, I have like 3 sporks that are missing. Here's one of them. I'm going to say something that's controversial. If you're on the, I don't know if I'm going to have kids or not, don't have kids. You can always adopt way later on in life. Does that mean you have to go through an arduous process to adopt? Yes, that's true. Don't have kids unless you are fully prepared to have children. If you go, I want to have kids, and you have 0 experience, your experience with children is maybe the few times you got to babysit and the child was always, the golden child that always behaved for you and everything. That ain't fucking experience. I can tell you, I have a sink full of dishes, and there's a bowl somewhere that you fucking know should be in the house, but you can't find it. You know when you find it, there's gonna be something rotten in it. You're gonna be like, oh, that's a science experiment. Where did you come from? I've been looking for you for 3 weeks. Don't have kids. Until you stayed up for 3 days and you can't think of anything and a life depends on you. And you're just like, I can't function. Why is it quiet? It's too quiet. And you are now wired with energy. I love my kids, I do. Yeah, so this isn't me bitching. This is me legitimately just being honest with you. Do not have kids unless you are prepared for everything that comes with children. Also, as a side note, if you have trauma, work on that trauma before you have kids. Kids are not there to help you process your trauma. You're there to help you process theirs. You're there to help make their dreams come true, not for you to live your life through them. Okay, that's 1 cup washed. Why is there cereal in here, guys? Why did you put cereal in a cup? You put it in. the literal seconds it would have taken to wash a bowl? No. Before anyone goes, it's not fair. Your kids are on the spectrum. All children at a certain age all act the same. Just some are slightly more difficult than others. And some are easier than others. So much is true, too. Not very often, though. Cup number 2 clean. Cup number 3 is a cup I need for my key clean. Cup number 4, clean. We need something to make pancakes in. Needs to be a significant amount of pancakes. With making pancakes. Yay! All on my pants thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yes. I may have not gotten sleep like I wanted to at night, but I woke up really late because I fell asleep really late the other day. I'm still functional right now. I apologize for my behavior as a child. Something after seeing my kids doing the same things I did. Did I take my medicine? No, it's right there because I need to have my tea. Offering beans on toast. New video. Grew learning to be a parent. Finished the season of Phineas and Ferb. Oh God, I want to see it too. Had to look after my ex kids, not mine, while she had to take a nap. That was a headache. Yeah. For them, it's called intrusive thoughts. Let's talk about that real quick. There's a difference between impulsive and intrusive. I have a video, I think even on this channel, where it describes exactly what intrusive thoughts are. Now, intrusive thoughts are thoughts that are going to cause you or somebody else harm. It's thoughts that either will cause harm or thoughts of thinking about harm. Impulsive thoughts are like me thinking of eating this. And if I follow through, I just let my impulsive thoughts take over. Now, an intrusive thought that is in the same line of what I just did would be me thinking of eating this at one of my pets or something, even though I do not want to cause them harm. My brain decides to go, hey, you should do that. But obviously, I'm not going to pay attention to that. Also, I scared the shit out of my cat on accident and did not hit him. But, you know. Morning, Willie Dragon. So, and the reason why I decided to highlight that comment and go over that is because it is a misconception. And it's one that I had personally until I started learning about this stuff a little bit more for videos. And I talked to my therapist when I was making these videos, and they're like, oh, hey, that's right, that's correct. Or, hey, this is kind of there, but it's an overgeneralization of it. So, what else did I miss? I apologize for maybe, okay. Yeah, and you got to be, you don't need to apologize for your behavior as a child. I mean, you're a child. You were a kid. I mean, I love my kids. I do. They know they do stupid shit. I make sure they understand that they have done stupid shit. But also, that's the point in their life when they can do stupid shit. Like now, if I decide that I wanted to yeet myself off the stairs thinking I'm going to land perfectly fine, which is something I have both thought of doing as a child and commenced to do as a child and walked away from it. Now, I'm going to crumple like a crane getting wet. I'm going to go, ah! Things will break in me that I did not know existed. Then my kids will proceed to laugh at me until they realize I'm in massive agony, and then they'll be like, crap, Dad, how do I help you? Actually, it'll be more like, Dad, how do I help? What do I do? And I'm like, you need me to call the hospital? Mama, no, call the hospital. Mama home? Yeah? And we got into the car. Your bones sticking out of your body. I don't want to pay for the ambulance bill. Drag my ass into the vehicle. The thing I've done. Like I broke my foot. My spouse immediately just I feel like I'm broken. Fell over and everything. My spouse is like, do I need to call an ambulance? And I'm like, nope, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Hobble, hobble. Help me fucking walk over there. Hobble, hobble, hobble. Go to the, oh yeah, you broke your foot. Wait a minute, you didn't get an ambulance? Where'd you break your foot? Out in the street on a pothole? Oh. City refused to pay for that, by the way. Best part about it is that I sent them proof that their pothole was too large. And like within days, they had it paved over and fixed. And I took pictures of before and after, and I had timestamps. And I was like, I sent it on over to like the hospital, and the hospital was like, you could probably pursue this. And I was like, how much is it going to cost? Well, your insurance covered it. And I was like, then I don't want to fucking deal with it. Because just the amount of time, and they've already fixed it. And I don't owe any money to the hospital. So we're good. Now, if I owed money, on the other hand, there's no problem with that road. Yeah, that's because you guys went and tried to cover your tracks. Hey, AJ, how goes it? By the way, can I highlight? I can. Hey, look at that. I can highlight Twitch comments from my phone now. That is awesome. If you've got a Twitch account, if you've got an Amazon account, hop on over to Twitch, connect them, and you can use things. Can I come for lunch? Why are you coming for lunch? I'm not doing a lunch stream. Do you mean like come to my house for lunch? That's also probably a no. For a lot of you, I'm like, what we gotta do is when we do a meetup, we gotta do a meetup. Now, mind you, I'm probably not paying for that because the amount of people who'd probably show up for that would be like, I don't have that kind of money. Probably like, let's go have some pizza. I can do that. I can afford like 4 pizzas, 5 pizzas. No, having pizza. Tell you what, you come to lunch, bring some food. That's a yes. Because it's like 4 hours drive. That's what you mean. You bring some food with you. Oh, right. We're gonna go shopping today too. All right. That's disgusting. Really glad this is a waterproof tight seal because this is nasty on here. So what I'm going to do towel. It's just basically stuff that has fallen out, like dust and everything, because we don't keep it in a area where dust can't get to. Stuff is just naturally falling on it because it's in a high traffic area on top of that. So now it's clean. And now I can open this up, and inside is my pancake mix that I made. So 2 cups of, whoa, why isn't it smoking? There's a piece of something on there that I can't get off now. That's lovely. What is that? That's a piece of cereal. God damn it, Tobias. The fuck? Why is a cereal on the stove? I have a mantra. It's, I love my children. I love my children. It's raining. I wish it was raining. Oh my God, it'd be nice. It's overly hot right now. All right. So pancake mix. For 8 pancakes, 4-inch size, it's 2 cups mixed, 1 cup water. I'll give you guys the recipe here in a minute. Now, this is a non-egg version. I have to add a little bit more water. Because the version I made, you don't need to add milk. We're going to do 3 cups of mix. And this will produce more than enough. Which would be about 1.5 cups of water, but I'm going to add 2 cups of water. So let's get this closed up, and I'll tell you how to make this mix. This is a egg replacement, so no actual egg. Let's say you can't afford eggs or whatever it be. And no milk. 10 cups of flour, 2.5 cups of powdered milk, 1/2 cup sugar cubes, 1/2 cup baking powder, 2 tablespoons salt, and 5 tablespoons egg replacement. I need to rewrite that. Got worn off. There we go. So again, 10 cups of flour, 2.5 cups powdered milk, 1/2 cup sugar, white, 1/2 cup baking powder, 2 tablespoons of salt, 5 tablespoons of egg replacement. It is dairy, so there's that. But you can use dairy-free powdered milk too. Just make sure to read the directions on like what that is for the replacement. And that makes a lot. It makes a lot. Okay, get yourself one of these. Oh, I just like, I think it was supposed to be like 30 plus servings or something like that I did. I don't remember. Good 2 a.m. Deal. To quote Sans, it's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming, and I've ended it there. I threw rose petals in my bunny's face, and she didn't care. I already called dibs on rain, and they get Colorado. A few days ago, I accidentally put a hamburger in the blender on a modded. If I could send it to you, Levi, it would. Rain, best sleep ever. Yeah, it would be. If it was raining out, I would fall asleep so easily. So easily. I've tried listening. Tried. Also, I would suggest adding a bit of vanilla to this. I do about 2 capfuls, which is roughly 2 teaspoons. for the amount that I do, serving ones. Also, for the serving size of that recipe thing, that is 2 cups mix, 1 cup water equals 8 4-inch pancakes. If you want waffles, it's you do the same thing: 2 cups mix, 1 cups water, plus 3 tablespoons oil, and that equals 4 large waffles. You don't need to add oil for the pancakes. I'm also going to add a tiny bit of sugar because I noticed that we like it a little bit sweet on the sweeter side, but not everyone does. Best thing about pancakes: you add the water until it's a consistency that is kind of runny, but not too runny. I do wish I had my automatic mixer, though. That is currently buried, and I don't feel like getting it out. So I'm going to add 1 cup of water first. It's actually kind of more like closer to a cup and 1/3 because it's a little over 80 fluid ounces. Right now, this is kind of like a dough, right? Watch this. About 9, 10 fluid ounces. I'm just going to give it a slow stir until I can speed things up and get things more incorporated. Make sure to incorporate everything before you decide to add more mix or more water. That's the good thing about pancakes. You can essentially just continue to add things back and forth until you get the right thing. Now be careful and add things very small once you get to a certain point. So this is a bit thinner than what I would like. I'm going to make sure I got everything broken up. Also, my mixer apparently broke at some point. That's lovely. It does not like me right now. Yeah, we're going to add a little bit more flour. I swear I added. Did I only add 2 cups thinking I added 3? I'm going to take my spoon this time, though. I'm just going to take about 3 heaping spoonfuls. We'll add that, set this to the side temporarily. And get this incorporated really nicely before I add another tablespoon of mix. All right, I added 3. I needed to do 2.5 cups of water. That's a little bit better. I'm gonna add about 2. Water's done. I want my tea. And you don't want hot water. I will say that. Do cold water, not hot, for the mix. I'm going to do 1 more tablespoon of butter. I'm going to let my water cool down a little bit before I add my tea bag. And like I said, because I used egg replacement, I needed a little bit more water than what's actually on my label, which is why I added just a little bit at a time. Now that is probably a little bit thinner than most people like it, but that'll make cooking up the pancakes very quick and easy for me. It'll make thinner pancakes as well. You want thicker pancakes? Relatively simple to do that. By the way, clean your seal back up if you did anything. Yeah, okay. You want thicker pancakes? Make them just a little bit drier. A little bit. Add your mix until it gets to that area. I want my pancakes to be on the thinner side, especially because as this sits, it's getting a little bit thicker. Know your pancake mix. Where is my key? I set out tea bag. I know I did. I sent one out yesterday. I don't know what bastard stole my key. Whatever. All right. I let it sit and brew. While it's still nice and hot, I just had my sugar. No. No. I actually just had it. Ah. Put it up. And no, I do not feel like honey in it. The moment I said it, I was like, you know what? No, I want it with my pancakes. I want honey with my pancakes. If I have honey in my tea, I have honey in my pancakes, I'm not gonna like it very much. I gotta scroll down. The sun says 80 hot, 81. Who hate that? Had to mute for the last minute, few minutes working to do. Sorry, supposed to be 81 here today too. Remember, 53-pound child in my bag wants breakfast and rides. I don't envy you playing my demon. I should buy the complete Captain Planet series. Jeremy, yes. Help. Back home again. I would if I could, but I can't. One of my birthday gifts will be to myself. Yes, all the yeses. Today is the only Friday my husband has to work this month. But if I had to, it'd be one of the way Captain Planet first. Dopamine is low ticket, can't be processed. Need code juice. 25-day holiday this year. Very tempted just to book every Monday off for the rest of the year. Oh, that'd be a good way to do it. Heck yeah. Every Monday you don't have to work. Oh, that's such a sticking it to somebody. Oh, 25 holiday days. I wonder what that's like. Yay, American capitalism. As it stands, we're like, because my spouse has holidays, I have like, I think 2 weeks built up now of PTO, but getting said PTO, actually getting to claim said PTO, another thing entirely. Yeah. All right, we're going to put this, and remember, so I don't burn my pancakes, I have this thing, because my oven is temperamental, and I keep meaning to do a deep clean on this, and I've just been cleaning it normally, periodically. Deep clean involves turning off the electricity to it, opening everything up, cleaning everything underneath, everything on top, wiping the whole counter down, moving everything over, reorganizing, making sure all the trash isn't where it shouldn't be, and cleaning everything that was on here and then putting everything back. So I could do pancakes in the oven. I do not feel like pancakes in the oven. I'm going to do them on the stove. I'm saying oven, aren't I? Give me a minute. I'm not going to add ice to the tea today. Clean cups with water. You ever wonder why I say water so well? It's my first word. Now, my first spoken word. As I've told everyone here, my first language was ASL, which is American Sign Language. But no one spoke it. No one knew it besides me. So my first spoken word was water. Well, the one I guess that didn't have like that weird accent that you get when you don't hear anything. I don't know. My mom was kind of a, you know, piece of work. Which is why all the comments on the video that Chris made, there's a lot of negative comments on that video, like an ungodly amount of negative comments on it. I was like, I explained to him because he was, I was like, yeah, don't delete the video. I was like, I think I should. And I was like, don't delete the video. There's still people who found it worthwhile. And as somebody who had issues, with my mother, I understood your intent. And that video just gives them a sounding board to complain. Gives them something to yell into the void about how things suck. Not every parent should be a parent. It's just the reality of it. Doesn't mean every parent that maybe screwed up deserves to have a witch hunt about them. But at the same time, you know, everyone makes mistakes. Learning from those mistakes, growing from those mistakes. That's what really helps. Crappy syrup. I don't know why they like this. Look, I will have this if I have no other choice. If I can't afford the good stuff, I'll have that. I'd rather just make my own at that point because it's basically just corn syrup. But either way, I will have it. Oh, that's hot. I just don't want to have it. That's the difference. All right, so here's how this is going to go. I'm going to set you guys down over here. You guys are going to get to see me. See, in the beautiful of it. $330. That is a really nice temperature. Pancakes. Yeah. Trick to pancakes is when you have bubbles on the outside rim, you should be able to flip it. Keyword being should. I'm going to get my serving platter. It is clean. Apparently have one that isn't just sitting there waiting to be cleaned. I'm going to put all the pancakes in here. That one I can't quite agree with, Stephen. I've had a dedicated juicer and it sat and did nothing because, well, I guess it does depend on where you're from. Like, if you're in the UK, I feel like that's something that, like, your guys' fruits and vegetables tend to be, like, cheaper. And juicing gets you the stuff, gets you to be able to consume it at least. But in the States, it's usually cheaper for me to go and buy pre-juiced than it is to juice at home. You're shit. Still mad at you. Ooh, that was a little early. Oh well. A hand juicer. Oh, for like for that? Yeah. If it's an orange juice juicer, yeah, totally get one of those. Blender. Yeah, you can. Oh, you get a good enough blender. You can juice. You're getting everything. Just make sure to clean off the outside of that. Who's a fan of smoothies? I love smoothies. Smoothies are good. Video helped me to stop crying on Mother's Day. I am so happy that helped. That's why there's plenty of people who it helped. Problem is parents that don't try to do the right thing. I can agree with that. True, but he specifically said he wanted smoothies. Smoothies. Oh, smoothies. Just really need to take the sugar out of this. But get yourself a good blender. When I say a good blender, get one that has these blades, 3-tier blades. It doesn't even have to be like a super expensive blender. It can be a $20 blender that has those blades, and you will be good. You will be golden. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit like that for a moment. We're gonna put the fruit, keep them in the cans, and we're gonna put them in the fridge. Trying to get them a little bit on the chilly side. Hey, I have milk. I have chocolate milk. Forgot that I got chocolate milk on the weekend. That's it. I don't really look. That's the same. Am I going to regret having a half a glass of milk? Absolutely not. Does not cause me a severe amount of pain to drink a half a glass of milk, or even a glass of milk. It does make me fart a lot, though, and it smells really bad. Not anything more than a glass of milk. That's then Daddy has a problem. I realized what I just said on live. I was thinking about my kids and the fact I'm going to be farting for breakfast. Anyways, before con appears, first time I had lactose intolerance, I just had eaten a keg of cheese. Oh my god, Steven, let me put you on to some really good cheeses. Asiago. You can eat an entire brick of it. Rosemary and olive oil specifically. Good one. Here's the lowdown. Most goat cheeses, almost all of them, and most hard cheeses will not have enough lactose, usually, to cause you harm. There are a few exceptions. I do not have those like in front of me right now. There we go. Golden brown. Am I going to use the stove to keep these warm? Yeah, I have a clean pancake. $200. Let that warm up and I'll cook my next one. When that gets to 200 degrees, I'll just be pulling out the rack and putting pancake in and pushing the rack back in. Or I'll just kind of slide the pancake in there, to be honest. I'm too lazy to continuously go. Hubby's either going to buy lots of provolone cheese or fermented pickles later. Ooh. I'm allergic to mold, but sometimes I have ooh, wow. You're allergic to mold. Fuck. For anyone that's allergic to mold, It does depend on the mold. But some people are allergic to mold as a whole, which means they're allergic to penicillin. That sucks. Now, if you're not allergic to penicillin, it means you're only allergic to specific strands of mold, which means you can have different types of cheeses. You just got to figure out which mold you're allergic to and then look up what mold is used to make what cheese and then stay away from the mold that causes you problems. Great thing about pancakes is once everything gets heated, it doesn't take long for you to start like churning the pancakes out. Limburger on a hamburger. Peck, 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 peck. Yeah. You were an asshole earlier. Literally putting your asshole on my head. Mom is allergic to penicillin, but she can have most cheeses. Yep. Depends on the mold. I know some people who are allergic to mold just overall. It means they're allergic to penicillin, it means they're allergic to every type of cheese. They have to keep things immensely clean. Because shit sucks. Massively. I'm sorry. Automatic what? Jeremy, I need to say this. If there's ever a day that I become rich enough to own or have my house be built, which means I have enough money that I'm no longer worried about money, right? I may be worried about how I'm going to make the content I want to make, but like financially stable to the point of not having to worry about the roof over my head, how I pay for the electric bill, the normal everyday bills. That's a thing that I'm going to want now because of you. I hope I forget it exists. I hope I do. Automatic pancake maker. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, it's so nice. Getting slapped in the face because my cat is hungry. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You want an automatic ice cream maker? That one I had at one point. Kind of. We got an ice cream maker and you just had to like freeze the little thing and then put it in there and then just walk away and come back in a couple hours. And it'd be done. Oh, another one turned out great. My heat's getting a little high, so we're gonna turn it down a smidge. Pancakes may not be fully round, but that's okay. While I'm waiting for pancakes to cook, might as well wash a few dishes. They have a new one that like you can just plug in and you don't like you'll make it, period. Like you'll cool everything down. All you gotta do is put the ingredients in it. Thought about grabbing one of those. And then I remembered I'm on a diet. And that would be bad for the diet. That would be so bad for the diet. It'd be so horrible for the diet. Bad enough I got a soda maker. Slurpee machine? Oh my God. Slurpee machines are a dime a dozen here. Yeah, the automatic ones keep stirring it while it's freezing, so you just pour the ingredients in, put it in the freezer, press the button, and you are done. If you have kids, get one of those balls you fill with ice in a container of ice cream mix and send them out. Oh, yeah, I remember that. And my mom and grandma used to make ice cream is better because it got me to go outside and play. Otherwise, the ice cream didn't get made. Yeah. Pancakes are coming along nicely. Oh, goodness. I kind of wish, I kind of wish Chris was here today. Chat with Chris. We could tell you about all the work that we got done last night. I cut the part 4. We got a new part made for you. It's going to be a surprise part. It's going to be a 3.5. Technically, it should be part 4, and I should go in and re-edit things to be a part 5 for the other one. I don't want to. I don't want to. We added Deadpool in as part of an afterthought. Otherwise, it's a recreation of a different video. So, If he has seen my chair. Oh, no, he definitely has not seen your chair. Oh, my God. That again, like for filming wise, it would be impossible to have your chair. So for those of you who don't know, the Steven has one of those chairs that like you have your monitor like up here. The whole thing is like a desk chair, and like you could tilt it back with it's like a mechanical, and it'll go. And I don't know if Stevens can actually go this way and that way, but like it does this, and it's like got giant speakers on the back and everything. It's an expensive chair. I've seen them, and like I thought about getting one, thought about saving up for one. Besides the price just being way out of my price bracket, I move a lot. Well, Richard, I'm making pancakes. I have some sausage. I don't feel like making eggs. Also, eggs are expensive still, so unless the kids want some eggs, I'm not making eggs. I'm probably going to have some toast. I don't know. These are turning good today. Look at that. We are cooking nicely today. We're at the perfect temperature. Tells you how hot this gets. So I'm right before the 4 marker, which means that this should be on a lower temperature, and it's at 300 degrees. It's not the temperature you'd cook a fucking steak. Whatever. You fitted the speakers yourself. Still, for those who might not be able to see that link. Oh, yeah. 200-degree oven to keep the pancakes toasty. Making pancakes. We're making pancakes. We're getting all bubbly. Double, triple, boil, and whatever. Somebody write it out for me. I'll say it. Almost. You need a bubble right there. Bubble right there. There we go. Oh, ha. Monthly cost more than my car did. Oh wow, Jesus! Double toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Or in this case, double toil and trouble, fire burn. No, it wouldn't be fire. It'd be burn crackle. Yeah, there we go. Who keeps fucking calling me? I'm not answering the phone number because the phone number keeps changing. Probably spam or collections trying. What I need to do is grab a different phone that isn't associated. There we go. I'll let that sit on that side for a little bit longer. I'll flip, get a little bit more color on the other side, and then get the next pancake. Leftover curry. Ooh, leftover curry sounds good. I need to make some curry. Silver read the lyrics, and we might get a free song from Levi. Happy Friday the 13th. Levi, are you taking kids to Crystal Lake today? No. Grease sizzle. That's Palpatine. Hey, I would like to let you something dark side. I would like to let you know that I do, in fact, have my. Oh wait, it's not coffee. This body sucks. It needs tea. I was weak. Eat a little more. Don't wanna. We already have content scheduled. That means it's gonna be a good day. That means it's gonna be a good day. Anyone ever wonder, for whatever reason, bad luck stuff is usually good luck for me. Usually. Otherwise, it's just like a normal day. Oh, that's not good. Well, that's the newest thing I discovered. I wonder if I can make it do here. Okay, prepare your ears for high-pitched noise. It's like a tuning fork. Still going. It's your granddaughter's birthday today? Well, happy birthday. Oh, look at that. Another perfectly golden brown pancake. I'm doing good today. Woo. Temperatures maintaining a steady 380 degrees. Got 2 large pancakes for 2 people so far. Honestly, I'm probably only going to eat like 1, maybe 1.5. And this one's even larger. Did not need to make it that large. I might just have this pancake. Run a knife edge across it is better. All right. I'm just picking it up as ringing today, so knife edge, back of it. Oh. Let's do it from this side. And just tapping it. Oh, that's so cool. All right, put that back. Richard, I'm so sorry. I hope things go better for you. Have you heard on Undertale the musical? Yes. My kids love Undertale. My spouse does too. I make the most of things from a single material. Not all of them do an audible range, and if you play the sound back loud enough, it'll make something vibrate. Finished eating dinner. Good morning, Carlos. How goes it? And see, the pancake's extra large. Now I gotta wait for more bubbles. I need to move my pan slightly. Give me a second. We'll try it. side doesn't want to work. Oh, come on. That pan didn't like me. So the side of that pan is really high up. So let me show you. So this pan, its edges are curved like that. So if you ever want to learn how to flip something, this is exactly. It's not just lift. Piece of bread. Okay, I just flipped it. Right? A dry piece of bread will work better. My edge isn't straight up. It's got a flare. Now that one is more straight up before it flares out. So it goes out here and then curves in and then flares out, just only here at the top. Versus this curves, has a similar shape, but it still flares out just a little bit more. So it's easy to flip that. And I have a couple other pans that just flare out altogether. Because those are not deep dishes, they're saute pans. So they're meant for you to do that with. You can see a better example of it on this, where this is just straight down. So I can flip on that pan. Just gonna have to need to give it a little bit more love. It's getting caught. When I go to flip it, it's getting caught on this edge. So right there, it's getting caught right there. That's a heavy, heavy pan, by the way. I screwed around with this pan though, so I guarantee it's too cool. Yeah, we're gonna wait until it heats back up a little bit. Put a little bit more spray. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Getting flip blocked by the pan shape. Yep. Shake, wiggle, flick, flip. Yeah. Do no more ringing spatulas? All right. Also, that's my food. I can touch it all I want. Plus, my hands are clean. What we'll do, try a little bit of a smaller one. Punchy on. I don't have waffles, so I'm going to make them. I'll have a waffle maker. Yes, Richard, go get something to eat. Go get some waffles. You just mentioned waffles, or somebody did. By the way, I'm not bringing the spatula on purpose. It is just really ringy today. Yeah, and I would like to point out that, like, even in culinary arts, like the amount of cleanliness that your hands are, I guarantee you your food is getting slightly touched. It's just usually like the edge. And even then, like a lot of times now, we'll shake the spatula and we'll use the spatula to touch and rearrange. But I've seen people full on just be like 5-star chefs just go. And that's because their hands are so immaculate. They only touch food. They touch nothing else but like this touches stuff. They set it down, they move the pan, they pick it up, they do this, they set it down, they do that, they go back and forth, and the other hand touches the food. It is so interesting to watch a professional chef who's cooking a specific thing go, grab this, put this here, do, flip, 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 do, flip, 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 plate, grab, put, because this is a raw hand. And then somebody who's plating will move things around, right? And they're using their hands, they're moving it around, but their hands only touch that thing. It is super weird to see if you're not like accustomed to it. And the ones that have like show the kitchen, they'll go the extra step and they'll have like little tiny spatulas that they move things around with. So they never touch the food with their hands. Ooh, that is a perfect slide. Hello. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. Ah! Ha! It needed to be smaller. Yeah, so it's like the handling the raw meat onto the pan. Like one hand is just deep, 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 or whatever, and then the other one's doing the other stuff. It's so good. Just watch anything on Food Network, and they all do it. Ramsay is one of the worst offenders. He is absolutely. Like to point out how clean that man's hands are, though. At least back in the day, were. Alton Brown's evil twin villain account. Alton Brown's awesome. He touches food too. He did a whole segment on like sometimes you just need to touch your food. And we have a misconception here in the States about how we mess with food here. I love that episode because he went around about the cultural things, but even in the States, how we just sometimes eat the food with our hands and we cook the food with our hands, we mess with it. Since you just got to get dirty. You got to get clean before you do get dirty. Let the iron do the work. Hey, use a spatula. You don't have to do the fanciness. Ramsay was very meat and vegetables have separate cutting boards. They do. They do. In fact, this is the cutting board that's for both. But what it is one side has I carved a V. One side is supposed to be only for veggies, and one side is for meat. But here's the thing. In culinary art, reason for that is because you're usually cooking at such a pace that it's faster to have different cutting boards for different things than it is to turn around and wash that pan after you've prepped your meat and everything, because instead of prepping all your vegetables and doing specific things on like you would at home for prep, you're prepping everything in a mass quantity really quickly. Your meat needs to get on there first on average. It's going to take longer to cook than your vegetables. And so you go prep, put my meat on, right? Now the meat's cooking. While the meat is cooking, I'm going to cut up these onions real fast. But instead of taking the time to wash the cutting board, I'm just switching out the cutting board. Just moving it away, cutting everything on a clean area. I've got a clean knife because I got multiple of them. I got a clean knife, clean cutting board. And then like, hey, now I need to add the onions real quick. Now, here's a misconception. Down the road, let's say you are a line cook. A line cook, it's because the cutting board was upside down. I'm not getting the cutting board. The cutting board was upside down. Get on my case. It was a me. And it also avoids cross-contamination. Yeah. But now a line cook, what we'll do is we'll usually have a prep cook on top of that. Now, prep cook's job, prep the fuck out of everything that's going to be used for the shift that you're prepping for, not for the day. There's very few things you need to worry about for prepping day-wise. But prep cook. Let's say you need steaks, onions, tomatoes, apples, different types of cheeses, and a few other things. Just raw ingredients currently prepped. And in a couple hours, you're going to need to make soups and bases and all that kind of stuff. And you're going to need all the stuff for those soups and bases and everything. And the meat and all that stuff is its own thing. Well, you're going to get out your meat cutting board. You're going to get out your veggie cutting board. Your veggies are going to go where your veggies. Your meat's going to go where your meat. Okay? And you usually have tables large enough that you're not worried about cross-contamination. Here's a funny thing. At any point you cut yourself while doing this, if you went overzealous on prep, and what that means, and I've seen this happen, I was guilty of it within my first year of doing culinary school, is you had this massively large table to prep everything, so you pulled everything out and you were at the ready to get it done like that. There we go, like that. I need to wash my hands because now I'm thinking about it. Could have just done that. So you pull everything out. You cut your finger. You just fucked up everything within about a 3-foot radius of you. So I'm not showing you my table because it's a mess. Now let's say you had your meat here, your veggies here, and they were within arm distance. Now you knew the meat juice was not going to get anywhere on the veggies because of how you're cooking, how you're cutting and what you're cutting. It wasn't slapped down. It was nice and easy cuts. So you weren't worried about cross-contamination. But the moment you cut your finger, you created cross-contamination. So what do we learn from that? What we learn is one table for meat, and on the exact other table, if you've got 2 tables, on the other side. So you have meat here, and clear on the other side, you'd have your veggies. And you have 2 people working it. If you're the only person, you do your veggies first, your meat second. And that's to avoid cross-contamination. And let's say you need to prep chicken, and then you need to prep beef and all that other stuff. You prep your beef first. Let's say you need to do fish, beef, and chicken. You go beef, chicken, fish. Fish has to be done last because of allergies. This way, you can do that. You're having flashbacks of being in the trenches. Yeah, well, I had over 10 years of cooking experience. 2 years as a sous chef. A year of doing my own business. And the rest all just hands-on, different places everywhere. I worked fast food. I worked production. I worked line cook. I've worked prep cook. I've learned every part of the house. I've worked my ass off. Now my body can't keep up. It sucks. The videos on TikTok of the guy or the people in general cleaning the ovens bothers me because of like one guy's like, it doesn't work. I'm like, you're not doing shit. You're not cleaning it right. Not using the right things. You're doing it on purpose for views to piss people off. not waiting until that stuff. By the way, wait until it bubbles, flip, right? It's a good time to flip when you're at home. Culinary school. Trick for at home, too. If you got a spatula with a wooden handle, you can do this. If you got a spatula with a metal handle, don't do this. Just telling you now, you'll burn yourself. That's all the weight you'll ever need. Except for like when you're cooking burger, if you're cooking like smash burgers. Just let it sit. But a really cool thing about pancakes in particular is if you're paying attention to them at least, if they slide around, flip them. The moment they start sliding. I know too many chefs that never want that job. Beef has lower temp pest in it. Chicken needs to be fully cooked. There you go. Beef has lower temp pest in it. Chicken needs to be fully cooked for what can make you sick from it. And fish has allergies. Yep. Which is why you do fish last. And ideally, you'll use different cutting boards. And if you're not using different cutting boards, you're washing them in between. So you prep all your beef, you wash your cutting board. You prep all your chicken, you wash your cutting board. You prep all your fish, you wash your cutting board. You dry your cutting board. You don't need to dry it in between it's beautiful. You don't need to dry it in between the meats. And by the way, pork and beef kind of same thing. So if you have to prep pork, you can prep it on the same table as beef. At least most places allow that. Kind of depended on like what it was getting used for. I guess in Germany it's not allowed, but that's because it's used in a different way. My spouse can't have a whole lot of pepper, so there's a lot of things my spouse tends not to like. For those of you that are just joining, who may not have seen this, Laughing Pug, I'm going to correct you on something here in a minute. This is at 200 degrees, and it has my stuff in here. Fun fact. That is a misconception on a lot of different things. One, pork is made at a quality that for several decades you have not had to worry about that. Like you've been able to have for the last 10 years pork medium rare. Probably even earlier than that. There's a misconception about the stuff that lives inside our meats. It's very, very rare. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's very rare to get that stuff. I'm very proud of this. If this breaks down, I'm paying personally to fix it because I know the landlord's just going to yank it out and put something random in there. So I will pay to fix this. Hopefully the landlord win it. But like, I'll go to the landlord if this dies on me and be like, are you going to fix it? And they go, no. I'll be like, I'll fix it. I'll find a way to fix it. I will call. There's repair people here. I will call. I'm keeping this oven. Higher than hotter than it should be. I'm not a fan of my stove though. This microwave's in my way. And the fan on it doesn't actually blow anything because it doesn't actually go like it goes here. It doesn't go out here. I don't have a proper vent. So it just goes here and here, and it's just not really worth it. I'm tempted to get a quote unquote smokeless grill for my counter space. and just cook mostly on my counter and get like an induction plug-in induction oven. Like I cook on this burner and I cook on this burner. I virtually don't use those two back burners for anything that causes steam or anything. This is a pain in the ass, and I have to clean this bottom area constantly because of all the stuff that comes and hits that. Otherwise, it gets gross. I'd like to point out that my previous landlord, current landlord, yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad at all. Slayer, I wish you the best of luck. This right here. Biggest danger of tapeworms at this point is from sushi. In fact, most pests. Oh, I did have a bag of tea. This is the crappy one. It was underneath my cup. Dude bought a boar once covered in ticks. They came off with the hide. Careful when you go hunting, folks. Yeah. And so dumb. Imagine having several properties. You live out of the rent and yet you don't want to take care of the place. And when I replace my hob already, it's horrible. Pans are wobble. Good morning. Where are you from, good sir? Me? Johnny, you're asking where I'm from? I'm in Utah. Going to get hot today. But I live in Utah. It's hot most days. Because I live in a desert. Ha ha! Oh, it slides. Ha ha! Free pan has a way to flip. Just gotta figure it out. I can flip with the heavier one I showed you guys earlier. I can flip with this one. This thing weighs about as much as that one does, which is about 7 pounds or so, I think. Like 5 to 7 pounds, something like that. It's not a light pan. But I'm feeling good today. Arthritis isn't too buggy. This is a pain in the ass to flip, though. Can't flip it normal. Because you go to the edge to flip the pan. We're going to move you out down here a little bit. You go to the edge, try to flip. All you're going to do is cause it to go up. All it wants to do is go up, up. So what you got to do, without touching the bottom, is get it to a point, if you can get close enough, and then, aha, there you go. Problem is, it just wants to go up instead of flip. Now, I wonder if I can do this. There was a point where I could do this. I'm no guarantee I'm going to be able to do what I'm hoping I can do. There's no way you guys saw that. Probably saw that one. Now, flipping actual ingredients in that, pain in the ass. At least pancakes. You know, pancakes. Made that puffy because I didn't put my special on it. Got a couple more out of that. Maybe one more. Now it's starting to hurt. Arthritis sucks. Used to be able to do that kind of stuff all day long. It's not even like because I'm out of breath type of scenario. Just literally causing me pain in my wrist and everything. To keep doing it. But yeah, practice with a piece of bread. For those of you, by the way, who did not see the previous one, let me show you what happened with a little bit more oomph. I'm not going to be able to do it again now. I just heard a feet. That was weird. Anyways, and it came up. I moved the pan out of the way. It fell down. I grabbed the pan and brought it back up. That is a pain in the ass to do. It's not something I care to do with real food. I practice with French toast and pancakes, not fluffy ones. There you go. I feel like my kids like having like super small pancakes. I'm gonna make a couple of those too. I saw you do that earlier. Oh, you did see me do it. Really? You got to go back and clip that moment so I can take a look and see like how much got seen on camera. Crazy nightmare here yesterday. Rain crazy all morning. The sun came out, hit 77 degrees Fahrenheit and near 100%. That's it? I'm so sorry. I feel for you. You guys aren't used to it. I feel for you. I feel for you. You guys aren't used to it. I'm so sorry. Laughs an American. I'm so sorry. Like, yeah, I get it. You're not used to it. Like, my eyes actually itch, by the way. No, they're not crying. Oh. I get it's the humidity. You got to remember that, like, I was telling the story earlier where it would be like, 80 degrees at night. Rain would hit, and we'd get down to like 16. It'd be really nice. And then you dread the morning because the rain stopped and it's going to be humid like hell. And it's going to be one of those sufferable days for the summer. Worst part about it is on average that lasts about 3 days for us. So it'll rain, humid, and it'll repeat that action just nonstop. A little bit bigger than I wanted. Trying to make some mini pancakes right now. Look at the tiny pancake. Look at that tiny pancake. The tiny pancakes great. I'm upset to hear. They like the tiny pancakes cold. Butter. Oh, it's got the peanuts. It's weird that the crunchy is the only one I'm finding though. Ah, there's the creamy. That's better with pancakes. I don't really feel like crunchy pancakes today. Oh. By the way, they're called silver dollar pancakes if you can get them dispensed right. Hey, Levi, that flipping method you showed, I do that for my grilled cheese. We have a dry heat right now. This is just, actually, Echo, what's the temperature outside right now?
Right now, it's 69 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ooh,
by the way, would
bad.
you like me to play happy, upbeat songs to start your day?
Not yet. I don't want a copyright strike, everyone. Thought it was starting to play. I was like, Kind of zoned out for a moment. Screwed the tiny pancake up. Don't have the room I want to have. I need to get one of the pancake dispensers, like the proper one. I actually have one somewhere, packed away. It's all metal. I really love it. 79 with 80 plus in my area. Hey Levi, but I bought more pancake mix because now I want some. Hey, Wolf Runner, real quick. Turn you on to something. I make my own. I'll give you guys the recipe in a second again. I gave the recipe earlier, but I'll give it again. Three. Okay. 10 cups flour, 2.5 cups of powdered milk, 1/2 cup sugar, white, 1/2 cup baking powder, 2 tablespoons salt, 5 tablespoons egg replacement. That way you don't have to add eggs. And if you want to replace the dairy in this, you just have to replace it with a dairy-free type of powdered milk. 2 cups mix plus 1 cup water will equal 8 4-inch pancakes. Accidentally ripping it off. If you want to, add 3 tablespoons of oil to the mix, and you'll get 4 large waffles. I always add a bit of vanilla extract to mine as well. And if you're using egg replacement in this, which you don't have to, you just have to add an egg to that afterwards. If you're using egg replacement in it, make sure to add just a little bit more water. I hate at night when it rains, and the next morning it's 100 and gets to 106. Yeah, it fucking sucks. Like I said, like me and the kid yesterday, my oldest, I told him how hot it got the other day. It was like 97 degrees outside. And they just, like, both of us were like, oh my God. Because we had central air conditioning. And it's the first time, like, in either of our lives that we've had that. And we didn't know how hot it was outside. It was really nice. It also means that, like, I'm going to be able to cook and use the ovens and stuff. And the whole house isn't going to get so unsufferable that it's a problem. Texas. I live in Utah. Yeah. Can use a frosting paper to lay down the pancakes or funnel cakes. Yeah. I most likely have all the stuff for it. Good. Only thing I need to do not have the egg replacement. Egg replacement's not necessary. It's just when you go to make the mix, you have to add egg. So like the 2 cups thing, you would add 1 egg. So like, if you don't want to add the egg replacement, and if you want to add a real egg, it's 2 cup mix plus 1 cup water plus 1 egg. But I put egg replacement in there, so I didn't have to worry about eggs. Come on, give me a little bit more. One more tiny little sliver of a pancake. Generally prefer store-bought waffles. I can put in my toaster. 62 in Oregon. Central air is a lovely thing. I spent 10 years in an apartment wrapped in a brick. What is the sound? I keep having a beep take place, and I don't know what it is. Ever since I upgraded to a different UI thing, it's making a random beep. I don't know why. Rubbed up against me. We're gonna warm up the sausages again. I have more sausages that can be. It's definitely collections. That's gotta be collections. They'd leave a message otherwise. Skynet mapping your face for a Terminator model? Maybe. Heat up the sausages. Oh. Wake everyone up, let everyone know breakfast is ready. Oh. Turn off the oven. You haven't finished breakfast and now I'm starting lunch. Well, I guess we'll get to sit down and eat together. Hey! Pancakes. All right. Pancakes. I almost passed out. I'm just going to let them sleep for a little bit longer before I have to get them up. Huh? All right. It's on the back of my leg. There's something. Cat rubbed up against me. Where's my good syrup? Where's my good stuff? Was going to have honey. Now I don't feel like it. Although I will have honey if I can't find the syrup I want. Because I don't want to open up a new syrup. Where's my... I have some peanut butter. Well, my real maple syrup, damn it. I just saw it. I know. I just saw it. Not there. Ha, no. Ha, no. Huh? No. See, it's another. Oh, you know what? 9:19. It's my notifications. Oh, that's a. I hate it. This UI killed all of my settings. This my real syrup. I don't know where my real syrup went. I got one right here. I'll use this one. There's sausages right here if you want one or two. There's plates for pancakes. You may need to rinse off the fork. Pancakes are in the oven. And I got a little set of tongs that you can use. One tool. There's also tiny pancakes if you want some tiny pancakes. I'm gonna go grab some butter in a second, but I'm gonna set you guys down here and keep you guys here for a moment. Keep an eye on my food. Make sure the cats don't get it. Look, I get that it's not the real thing, but it's quick, it's easy, and I don't have to search my fridge or thaw it. That's because it's supposed to spray in a mist, but it's not.
Okay.
Okay, you have failed me.
No, I was using it in replacement of pork.
Of Pancake. Not loving the new UI. I installed it yesterday. Like I was able to get a bunch of stuff changed back. Like you can change a bunch of the settings back to like what they were. Peanut butter. Peanut butter.
You saying? Is the peanut butter?
Oh, peanut butter. I'll go get a glass of milk. Again, wash my food. Change a bunch of the settings.
I don't have mine update.
Oh.
I thought it was too old.
Sorry, I was real, but I'm already aware that you like that syrup. You can sit with me and
I don't know. Are you sure you want me to see while I'm using this
crappy syrup,
corn syrup?
corn syrup for syrup. You can sit with me, despite the fact I have good Canadian syrup right here.
Good is debatable.
I've never tried it, so you're right. I don't know if this brand's good or not. Random thought with all the egg yolk talk. Berto from Mario crashes in the egg shortage. Huh? You don't want to sit? Literally, there's a spot
I am not going to be going near your syrup.
right here. You can.
Yes, your house shoes are on the way too.
What do you mean my house shoes are in the way?
I mean, your house shoes.
Oh, you meant like you want to sit and using that chair. Okay. Lift up one pancake. Put a little bit of syrup on it. Take the other pancake.
All I could think about is
Smear
you
it
put the peanut butter on it, then warm it up. So the peanut butter is nice and warm.
Yeah, if the pancakes are hot enough, you don't have to do that. But yeah, you can definitely like warm up so everything's warm. As long as it's not actual maple syrup, not flavored corn syrup. Yeah, no, my spouse likes the corn syrup stuff. What?
Sorry.
You're just seeing us eat. I know it's not processing in your head, but we'd like to eat.
I know, I'm just wondering if it's later.
Later, we will go out today. It's on the schedule. I would love to have like trees that I could actually tap for sap, but I don't have any here. My roses are blooming. Yay. Levi, have you ever tried to get a small bowl, put a little bit of butter in it, and make the butter? Yeah, I've made honey butter. The UI though, yeah, you can change things. Back. I got most of them. I still have to like fix my notification settings because apparently every time I get a notice, it goes beep. Driving me nuts. Couldn't figure out what it was for a second. Oh, I guess it's good today. You still not like? Do you not like the egg replacement pancakes, or are they
I
good?
didn't say anything.
No, they're good. Okay. Well, I don't like last time I burnt a couple of the pancakes, and me and you eat the burnt pancakes. So we didn't really get not a single burnt pancake today.
That's good.
Yeah. Guess what day is today?
Friday the 13th.
Yeah. What I usually have on Friday the 13th.
Good luck.
Mm-hmm. Spouse has been married to me for 17 years now.
16
16.
in October.
They have witnessed either just a normal day or lucky day. Something usually lucky happens. Maybe this is all it is. Maybe it's just pancakes today. Maybe it's just really good pancakes. Blame Max, that bastard. He tried to get all the hair off me, and then he got downstairs, and I had to chase his butt down and bring him up, and he literally put his ass on my head while I was trying to bring him and the audience upstairs. Stephen says the audience gives you their condolences for being married to me. Don't you say a fucking word. That's right, you eat that pancake and you like it.
Marriage is like a
Married is like a pancake. Don't finish that thought.
I have so many responses I can't.
Wolf, yeah, ours is in October too. We have 2 anniversaries. We have one in April and one in October.
We started dating in April.
Yeah, we started dating in April, and we started to phase out the doing that one, and then we haven't had the money to do the October one, or horrible shit has happened
We forget.
and we forget. Last 2 years have been just fucking. A day goes by and we're like, shit. Last October was getting uprooted from the house. October before that, cats were sick. October before that, cat passed away shortly around that time. I'd say I tried to do something for the big 15. And I was at least able to do something for your birthday / anniversary. You didn't even know. I'm just glad it arrived in time. I don't get to old unicorn lore is scary. I don't know what you guys mean. There was another conversation going on that I was not privy to. No, you don't have to waste a paper plate. You can have the mini pancakes. Don't have a bunch of them, though. But the regular pancakes are in the oven. And you can use the little tongs to get to them. That reminds me, I am obligated to tell you guys about something while I'm eating. I finally sat down. And if somebody wants to clip this, it would be about the perfect time to clip it. Just give me a minute to grab it. I don't need all of them, but thank you. Well, there was that. All right. I'm obligated, 100%. I am. But I'm also glad to do this because this thing is awesome. The dice in here are amazing. Look at this. This is the D4. Look at that. You can actually see hieroglyphics on it. They have 6 different color combinations of these. You can get them with the case, without the case. you can get, and they're on Kickstarter. And there's a link that you guys can press in there, which is !dice, and it will pull up the link. There's 2 different dice altars. I only have this one right now. Isn't this cool? It's got a magnetic little axe on there. And if you tilt it right, you can actually hold the whole altar with the axe. Isn't that funny? They even have, you can get just D6s. Maybe that's your type of game. You don't need the D20 and everything else. Maybe you just need D6s. There you go. You can get just D6s. And you can make a combination of whatever you want with all that. The D20, all of this is metal. It ain't going to break anytime soon. So remember, don't step on the D4. Don't step on the D8 either. Both of them are going to hurt. But at the end of the day, you can keep them and put them away. And this ain't too bad to step on. Although I wouldn't want to step on the pyramid either. So go get yours. They are very, very cool. They're made by somebody that we know and we trust. There's another notification, notice. At least now I know what it is. So the basic dice set right now, without this case, is $30. They are well worth the cost. I can attest to that. These things will last you a long time. They're weighted very nicely. This D4 is actually really fun to, and surprisingly, rolls really evenly, especially because like you can just do this and it will land. You can make it bounce around. It usually does not. I've not had it land straight up, thankfully, and that's because when it bounces, it falls over. So it's really cool. And you can seal them away like the millennial puzzle. Steven went and got a set. Thank you so much for that. And they will be pushed out relatively quickly because, like, I already have dice here. They don't have everything made, but they are making everything, and they're going to have it out relatively quickly after the Kickstarter is done. There is about 13 days left of the Kickstarter, though. So if you want to get them now. If you can't, I don't think the price will go up after Kickstarter, but I can't guarantee that that's going to be the case or not. I believe this was like a proof of concept in order to make these things become a larger reality. Dark Wolf, you'll get your set after the Kickstarter has finished. And then they'll start processing the orders and sending them out. I know this company. I trust this company. I know that they'll do the orders. So, like, in a couple weeks when the Kickstarter is over, then they'll start processing things because it's already succeeded. I would also check your accounts because Kickstarter usually doesn't take the money until after it's done. So make sure the money is processed. If it hasn't processed, make sure you keep money there for it to process. I know that there's some exceptions to that rule. I was going to buy more, and then I got told not to. Like they said, like, we already planned to send you more stuff to show off, but we weren't able to get everything done in time. So just hold off. We're going to send you more sets. Here's the thing. I don't need a bunch of sets. I just want like 1 or 2. My kids might steal one, and that's fine. Because if both kids go like, I want this set and I want this set, and I get the set that I want, that's 3 sets. And if I still have a set left over, that's a set for me to give away to all of you. And that would be really cool. Might. The shirts that Steven's talking about, by the way, is the new merch that dropped. That's made by our own Slayer Xena here, who is currently not in the chat right now. Real art by real people is where the shirts are on the villainsupport.com website. Yeah, I'm not allowed to disclose how much information I know about the company. I can just tell you that it's from a company that I trust. Yeah, the blue is beautiful. I like the black one. The black is awesome. But they're going to send me a couple different colors. It is. Are you going to steal a set of these from me? No? Well, I got 2 sets right now, and there's a good chance I'll get 2 to 3 more sets.
Okay. I have no need for that sign. Mostly I'm not working.
I know.
Kind of been a regret having to come to working in these sections.
Hmm. Okay with what? Oh, me not being able to disclose. Yeah. Sometimes that's how things work. But they are awesome. Using the link tracks it. I don't think we're actually getting paid for it. I'm not 100% on that one. They never told me I was going to get paid. There was no process, no promise of payment, but they are tracking it, and tracking it allows us to possibly get more dice in the future where we would get paid. So using that link is very important for me, because then it like registers as the link that I gave you, and it tracks it and goes, "Oh, hey, you did this." And they were like already impressed by like just what I've already gotten. They did not expect me to get as much as I have. You do on TikTok mostly. I can't make cloaks. They're not an option. And even if they were, the print on demand cloaks is not something I would do ever. Trust in me. Last bit of pancake has become dry, but I don't want to add more syrup or butter to it. Quickly run out of milk. There's peanut butter on these. And so it's just like stick, 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 stick. Once. I have not had like... Might have had crumpets more often. If they're what I think they are. They're like crumbly, what we call biscuits. Right? What you call a biscuit and what I call a biscuit are 2 vastly different things. To you, it's a cookie. To me, it's a piece of bread. Just different. You mean scones? One second. Give me a minute. Uncheck it. Gotta wait for it to fall out. Yeah, I think I know, but we're making sure. There we go. The outside kind of looks like this. This is sourdough. And the outside kind of looks like this. Or sorry, the inside looks like this. Now there's versions of these that like the whole thing looks like the inside here where it has a bunch of holes. And sometimes they have more holes, right? And sometimes they're really dense like this one. This one just happens to be a really dense one. I'm going to toast that up now. That way if somebody wants it, they can have it. I paid snacks for my friend's kid when I gave him ride places. That's all good. Crumpets are really light. Yeah, they make versions of those that are like really light. That's a dense version. I get that version specifically. That's a sourdough version, so it's really dense. So yes, it's an English muffin to us. But there's like different brands and different versions of it for us in the States. So this one is a sourdough, and it tends to be like a really dense packed one, right? Still have some holes and everything. But then they have ones that are really light, and it's got a bunch of air bubbles in it and everything. Has holes at the top, going most of the way down to be a crumpet in the UK. Steven, you'll have to send me that on Discord. Can't look at it right now. We're not quite done yet. Can you fill it with butter and maple syrup? Yeah. This has got some better looking holes now that it's. Yeah, the sourdough ones of these are not as light and fluffy as the other ones are. So Chris is going to show off a thumbnail real quick.
I have literally 3 minutes, 5 minutes.
Cool. Show off the thumbnail.
Yep, I've got to open Canva real quick and just get it open here. I'm really happy with it.
For the record, this is for part 3.5, right?
What we'll be dropping today, yep. Yeah, Deadpool in the middle doing one of these.
That's awesome. Really love that.
All right. Everyone have an awesome day. I have to go back to work now.
And I'm about to sign off. So, Chris, you have an awesome day. I'll see you later.
Bye, everybody.
I got to clean my phone now because it's got a bunch of stuff from cooking. More like a raisin pancake than a muffin. Muffin made from batter versus the English muffin made from dough. Huh. It kind of reminds me of like the biscuits that we would use with biscuits and gravy then. I wonder if my charger has enough. My tablet has enough power. It's been charging for the last couple hours. So it's fully charged. I'll tell you what it's like in a moment. And then the way I call it a stream, call it a day. I probably will not be back on. If you are a member of the stream, go check out the dice video I made. Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think of it. And be detailed on it. Be like, I like this part the best. I didn't like this part the best. Maybe you didn't quite like how many overlays there were. Yeah, the hit and run. I wonder what the British call a bagel and cream cheese. Yeah, I've got to wait on my tablet to turn on, and then I'll be able to look. At the rate this is going, I can probably go downstairs, look at my computer, and then come back upstairs. Ah, there we go. I threatened to put the table down. Pretty much. No, it got the update. Ah, that sucks. That explains why it took so long and why it was powered off. My tablet got the One UI update. Sucks.
It's your. How dare you?
You're smart enough over there. My dad was a baker and excellent chef, so I had both crumpets. Americans haven't renamed that yet. Bagel and cream cheese. Bagel and cream cheese. Don't think they'll ever be renamed. Not in my lifetime. And if it does, I'll be like, I knew it when it was just a bagel and cream cheese.
You don't have to share photo, please.
We look like a bunny. Hufflepuff is sleeping. Oh. Space Egyptians. Spaceballs announcement. Yep. Triple. Somebody messing with the logo and doing things. Hey, Oma is having fun with 3D software. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, that is fucked up. Steven showing the picture of your mugs. Oh, those look like pancakes with extra holes. What? That is. It's just. Let me. Is it just a picture? Can I not click on the site? Why? Oh, it's just a JPG. Okay. I need CRUMPT carpet. It's another thing that reminds me of, but I can't put my finger on it. Why are crumpets considered unhealthy? High sodium intake and blood sugar.
No math. No. More science.
That doesn't have a whole lot of holes in it, but that looks like a crumpet. Crumpet is English. Oh, it's a griddle cake! That's what it is! It's a griddle cake! Then yes. I was like, I know I recognize that from somewhere. It's a griddle cake.
It's a griddle cake.
Oh, Ian, you said that earlier? Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, shut up, Tobias. Fine, you don't get to come with us.
Where?
We were going to go to Ocean Mart, but you know, you want to be a smartass, so nope, go. All right, you don't have to come with. You don't get anything though. Saves me money.
Where are you going to Oxmart today?
Because that's the day that we're going.
We're not tired.
Yeah, they dress up crumpets with sweets like jam and stuff like that, but like griddle cakes, which are thicker pancakes effectively. So it's weird. So pancakes came from griddle cakes too. Just like a slightly different way of making them. So it's weird. Anyways, I'll probably make some up eventually. Somebody just remind me to make some. Those will be easy to make. Yeah, and they're pancakes with extra steps. It'll be fine. It'll be good. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. Anyways, y'all, can you stop that? Yes, because I'm trying to do my closing. We're not going to have an attitude. Otherwise, I'll be taking away your electronics while I'm at it. Yeah. Everyone, thank you so much for joining me for breakfast. For some of you, it's lunch. For some of you, it's dinner, which is great because I was able to make sure you all ate, you all hydrated. Have another drink. I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, embodying spirit, and harmony among others. Remember to take it one breath, one step, one day at a time. And until the winds blow your sails my way, have an Acme Day. Have an Acme Day is a practical and have an Acme Day will be retroactively billed to your account. Have an Acme Day. And remember, to have an Acme Day simply means to have the best day you possibly can have. Bye, everyone.